Hey guys, how are you? This is your boy TJ Hines, better known as Mr. Flipperhouse. Glad you guys decided to join me on today's video. Boy, do I have a special treat for you guys, man. And this is a real eye-opener in this business. And a lot of people like to, of course, talk about all the success and accomplishments that they have as far as, showing their checks of deals that have closed, and that's all good and gravy. And I've been down that road too, but I decided to do a little something different this go around and just kind of tell you that I've had some letdowns. Alright, we're all human, and depending on how big of a letdown it is to you, it can make or break you. This is one of the things that I highly am interested in, as far as getting people to start thinking bigger and realizing what they can accomplish regardless if they get knocked down on their heinies or not. Okay, but I'm just going to give you guys two brief scenarios. Alright, just as of last week, I had a deal that was supposed to be closing up in Atlanta. As you guys all know, I invest in Atlanta a lot. And I had a deal under contract from a seller that I've built a relationship with. Matter of fact, I've actually contracted probably in the neighborhood of about 10 properties of his, and was able to sell 9, except for this last one deal here that pretty much blew up at the closing table. It blew up at the closing table simply because the seller owed some back taxes on the property and code enforcement liens that he was unaware of, and it simply depleted the value of the property where nothing could be made out of it. My profit in that deal was going to be $4,500. And that was just going to be a simple assignment fee. Didn't do too much work to the I didn't do much work at all on the property. All I did was simply contract the property with my seller. I put it out there to my buyers. I advertised it to a couple people, and within a day I had it under contract with a buyer to be sold. For the following week, my buyer was going to actually close on the property. And at the closing table, everything just pretty much went haywire. It was all a disaster. Everything blew up. My buyer was unhappy. He was unable to get the property. My seller was unhappy. He was unhappy because he was unable to get the property sold. I was unhappy, of course, because I didn't make my $4,500, but I didn't let that get me down. And I'm going to tell you how I counteract with a power punch out of nowhere that's going to allow me to do even more deals this month and even next month. Alright, so that's the first scenario. One deal blew up last week at the closing table for a potential profit of $4,500. Did I cry? Did I let it get me down? Did I complain and say I'm going to quit this business? This doesn't work for me? No, I know this is all a part of the process. This is a part of the business. You got to be able to take the good along with the bad. Another deal that actually just blew up on me this week down here in Tampa. Of course, this is where my home base market is. This is where I invest in. And I had a deal that I had got through one of my tax default mailings that I sent out. And I was able to contract the property at a very nice price that was going to allow me to walk away from the closing table with a profit of $5,000. Okay? I already had the property contracted with my end buyer as an assignment for $5,000, and that deal literally blew up at the closing table. Me and my buyer was sitting there at the closing table. Matter of fact, my buyer had already actually wired the funds to my title company's escrow account to go ahead and get the deal funded before they even asked him to wire the funds. So he was all excited, ready to get the property because he knew he had gotten a good deal from me. So as we were sitting there at the closing table, guys, we get a call from the seller, or a matter of fact, the title company gets a call from the seller saying that they were unhappy that some code enforcement liens, once again, came back on the property that they were unaware of, and they were only going to walk away from the closing table with just a couple $100. So that deal just went haywire, literally blew up at the closing table, and I missed out on a profit of $5,000. The whole moral to this story is $9,500 could have been in my bank account, but it wasn't. But I didn't sit there and gripe about it. I didn't sit there and complain about it. I didn't sit there and say that this business does not work for me. I did not say, oh man, just my luck. With my luck, I can't get anything done right. And if I was to be thinking like that, then I probably would quit the business. I'm here to let you guys know that you're going to experience some things along the way, and use my lessons or my teachings as something that you can learn from to not get you down if you do possibly encounter a situation like this. So let me tell you how I came back and pretty much hit the ground running again. I just dropped 7,000 letters in the mail. 7,000 letters. That's how I counteracted me not walking away from the closing table with $9,500 in 2 weeks. This just goes to show you guys that you can make a lot of money in this business, and you can have some letdowns at the same time. But I probably was on the track again for another $30,000 a month. It doesn't matter. I'm still on track for another $30,000 a month. Why? I just sent out 7,000 letters. I know I'm going to get a lot of deals in that's probably going to net me in the neighborhood of 30 to 50 grand. It's no sweat, no problems. I'm not worried over here. Don't stress over anything that's going to have your blood pressure going up for no reason. This is all a part of the business. You're going to have some make or break deals. Just don't let these little situations get you down in the dumps, questioning yourselves and your ability to get the job done. Hopefully you got something from this video. I've had fun actually shooting this video. This was something different for me. Feel free to stop by my blog, which is mrflipperhouse.com. Download my ebook if you don't have it. It's for free. It's called Mr. Flipper House Presents Wholesale in as simple as your ABCs. I actually am in the process of getting a new blog revamped. My book is actually going to come out with a new blog. My new book, of course, which is Virtual Wholesaling for Dummies, is going to come out with the blog, so you guys will have a chance to go and purchase that on Amazon for only $1 and help your boy make that thing go bestseller. That's my goal for that. Do yourselves and me another big favor. Go ahead and click on the button above me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, because you don't want to miss out on any informative videos that I may shoot, or any topics that I may cover regarding wholesale and real estate. As you guys know, if you have any questions or concerns that you may have in your business, feel free to email me your questions or concerns to info@mrflipperhouse.com. Once again, that's info@mrflipperhouse.com. This is your boy TJ Hines, Mr. Flipper House. Why they call me Mr. Flipper House? Because I flip a lot of damn houses. So hey, do me and yourselves a favor. Get out there and flip some houses yourself. Peace.